And yeah, so we work in Lithuania. We are this happy non-governmental organization which tries to have more transparency, to create a habit of transparency, starting from schools and ending to high political level politicians, I would say so.
I like to call ourselves magicians. It sounds a little bit pretentious. Because if you think of it, magicians in the past were what people who create change are now, right? So magicians did tricks, things that you didn't expect. Like nowadays, if you work in a public policy organization like ours, you create things, you create change. You make people feel happy, right? Because when they do things that satisfy them, when they feel a sense of fulfillment, they're content with themselves. Would you agree? Yeah? Yeah, like you did a good piece. You look happy, right? Yeah, sure. Hello. Please have a seat. So, the next 3 hours will be much more than just a conversation about happiness. Most of the time, you will be the ones doing things. This is also the reason why, if you can put because you have the right? If you sort of get into a conversation about happiness, you inevitably have to speak about transparency. And we have a lot of people here in the room from like 9 or 10 cities, right? Right. So what we'll do before lunch is we'll pick your brains, each other's brains, about what your relationship is with your municipality, your local communities. We'll do that for about half an hour. Then we'll ask some of our helpers and you to rearrange the room, so don't get too attached to your chairs. And we'll have 9 circles. The circles will be based on the township you came from, with the notable exception of City. We'll put you guys together. And our friends from Kaliningrad. Where's Kaliningrad? Kaliningrad, on the back. Okay. So we'll get you front and center, and we'll get a couple of Swedes, a couple of Poles, and a couple of Lithuanians into your team, so that they can help you with the task for Kaliningrad. Just because it's fun, not because you're not capable. Okay? Is that a deal? Yeah? So we'll do that for an hour, and we'll explain the rules in a sec. Then we have a break, and after the break we have a 1 hour and a half gig with your presentations. Because essentially what you will be doing, you'll be competing for the best idea, and at the end the best team that wins will get a prize. Prizes, right? Because it's a multiple. Is it clear? Great. So if you have any questions as we go along, don't hesitate, raise your hand and ask. Now, what we would very much like to do is to ask you to exercise your right to vote. Could I, Valentina, our magnificent Valentina, can I ask you to come here as well? You know first, sort of posted person. Every single one of you will now get, listen up, this is very important, right? Every one of you will get a sticker, like this kind of a sticking note. Now, well, yes, 3 stickers, right. 3 stickers, because we have 3 different questions. The questions are also here. Ladies, don't go away. Oh.
It's okay, we'll be back.
Oh, but you, I'm so sad now. You're breaking my and everybody's heart. Shall we wait for you?
We'll be back, it's okay.
Let's wait.
No,
Okay.
don't wait.
Okay, so you see what happens. So the 3 questions that we have are these. How transparent is your municipality? The second question is, how well does your municipality consult with you? So the second question is, how well does your municipality consult with you? The third question is, how comfortable would you be? You see what happens? Switch languages. And would you feel comfortable writing your municipality? This is now. This is from the shape.
Do I need to be free?
You can be free.
Alright. I voted for the 3 because, in my opinion, all those municipalities are so in discrimination. They are trying to achieve the money from the municipalities to make them lives better than ours.
Yeah, you feel disconnected. Okay, thank you now. Thank you for your praise. Anybody else? You should help. Is that okay?
Writing isn't I think a problem, because you can write whatever you want. The government won't do anything to you for writing anything, but the answer from the government might be more or less
Bureaucratic or...
well,
Okay.
what we wanted to hear.
There's a certain amount, let's say, cut it from the public budget, and like it's free to use it by citizens. So citizens are able to propose their own ideas for projects, let's say, connected to their homeland or district or neighborhood, and people then voting for those projects, and then the money is consumed by by the citizens.
Thank you so much. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes. 60 minutes. This means that each group will get up to 6 minutes to present and up to 2, 3 minutes max to field questions. So when you're preparing your presentations, keep that in mind, right? Does that make sense? Do you understand? Do you have questions? No? Great. That's it. I'm getting there. So these 60 minutes are for you. Let's use them well. We have how many groups? 7. This means, if you do the math, that each group can use up to 7 minutes of their time, right? Plus minus a few minutes. At the end of this session, we'd love to ask you for a quick vote regarding the entire exercise. We'll use the last few minutes just for that. The rest of the time really is for you. We don't have a particular order, and I don't think we should decide on one. I would propose that those of you who want to go first raise their hands and go first. Does everybody have their presentations ready? What do you mean? Yes, the hands up, they're ready. Anybody who wants to go first? Okay, so great.
Okay, welcome to Polish beach. This is how Polish beach look like. What we see there, cigarettes in the sand. We also see stinky seaweed that nobody ever likes. What can we see also? Plastic bags, very, very not safe for the environment. What we also see? Glass bottles. Glass bottles are not safe for young children. They can do something with their, well, stepping on the sand, or actually anybody can do something with their feet. And in general, rubbish. Tons of rubbish left by both tourists and both by the civilians and the, citizens of Gdansk. But wait a sec. No more cigarettes. And no more seaweed. And no more plastic bags. You know, it's really easy for me to do that. I will tell you how I've done it. No more glass bottles and no more rubbish. You know how I've done it. We've done it thanks to beach cleaning machine. Here it is. Our project is green parks at not Elbląg, at Zatorze in Słupsk. Very good area for young people, for teenagers, and this area live very big number of citizens.
Okay, so we're from Elbląg. Elbląg is a small city, and we don't have any place where young people can spend time together and meet each other. So we think, how about create this place? So that's our place, and our idea is create this place in building of an old factory.
Forget all you saw before. You don't see anything. This first project that you should remember. This is first modern art festival, Raspol, between Kaliningrad and
Elbląg.
Yes. So why we all together here? To communicate to young people and people, Poland, Russian, Lithuania, and all, communicate together. And it's our goal and our aim of this project. It's festival of young artists, musician, drawer, and other that will be happening and in Kaliningrad and in yes. So.
So as my colleague said, this Kaliningrad will be first year. This festival will be first year in Elbląg, in Transfer Hall in June 2019, and next year will be in the Kaliningrad in Baltic in June 2020.
So and that you see how it will be. So I understand you. We have it's like in Kaliningrad space. We have Baltic. It's a big space near sea, Baltic Sea. Yes, and something like that. Here we have a parking for cars, for bicycles that you want, for legs if you want. Take here. Here stage where we'll
5 minutes.
that's all.
No, you have 1 more minute.
Okay, thank you.
And there's no magic there.
So stage, it's art sector for drawers, photographers, and something like that. Food courts, place where people will living because it's some days, not one day. It's several. And big freedom space for Russian, Poland, and all people from other.
This is our idea of wake parks. If you are not familiar what is the wake park, you'll see a video at the end. Now just listen. Basically, the purpose is to entertain the city youth of ours. Because our youth is basically just, when they go out, they just go to the parking lot, grab some junk food and just sit in the car, talk, whatever, and so that's basically a main problem here. We don't do nothing in our city, but here we are with a decision also, so as well attract tourists. Actually our city attracts some tourists, I feel, but mainly they are older people, so we can as well attract maybe some youth mainly to this here, the big park.
It's our idea. Terrain game. What about game concept? We want to make in our city something original, something what tourists will remember as long time. Something like geocaching, or like geocaching. We will make something like optical illusion in the terrain in our city. So something people wanted to get to take photo with these things, collect every photo, go to the tourist information, so they can win some prizes or ticket concert or souvenirs.
Okay? Any questions? What was the budget again? I think it's a great presentation, by the way. You have visuals, you have the budget. It's really well done, and the idea is relatable and simple. Yeah. Thanks so much. Any questions, really? Because if not, then yes, you have a question to yourself. No?
I want to say something. Okay. Because we are the last presentation today.
Well, but still, we have a vote to carry out.
Yeah, but tomorrow is the Women's Day in Poland. So we have...
Guys, listen up, this is important.
So, think we have lollipops to everyone.
Oh, to all the boys and men. Equal. Everybody gets lollipops. But wait, can we do it after the vote?
After the vote.
After the vote. So, not only do you get to vote, but once you vote, you get a lollipop.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's important.
My proposal would be that you would not vote for your own project. I cannot forbid you from voting for your own project. That's how elections work. But it'd be great if you would vote for the project that you like the best. Got these small remembrance things, small handy bags, and 2 stickers. Yes. Thank you so much, you guys. Congratulations. Look, because